Every February we think about love. Valentine's Day is a popular way to demonstrate your love to others with nice dinners, chocolates, and perhaps flowers or a stuffed animal. Many people spend the day decked out in red and pink waiting to spend romantic time with a loved one. But for some, Valentine's Day isn't a joyous occasion. It means sappy movies alone in their favorite PJs accompanied only by their beloved pets. For others, it's simply a day like any other. Amidst all of this talk about loving others, what often gets overlooked is loving ourselves. Self-love is one of the most important things we can do for ourselves, especially for those in recovery. To shed light on why loving yourself is so important and how to do simple acts of self-love, we talked to Amber Riddle, a substance abuse technician here at Terra Treatment Center. Amber's story. Amber has been around addiction her whole life. Her parents were very young when they had her, just 16 and 17 years old, and her mom was addicted to drugs. Alcoholism runs in Amber's family, too, and she explains, "I grew up pretty fast. I was always kind of the caretaker." When her mother passed away in 2010, she lost herself. She'd experimented with alcohol and drugs before, but it hadn't been a regular habit. That year, she ran into an old high school friend and the two began spending time together. Just 2 weeks after they reunited, Amber recalls, "We made the drastic decision to go get married." The marriage soon went sour. She realized she was trying to hang onto something from her past, so she grabbed onto him. She discovered that he was a narcissist, not at all who she thought he was. "I was too proud to say I'd messed up because my family tried to warn me. I was going to stick out the marriage, regardless of what it was. Plus, I had made the commitment in front of God," Amber says. Her then-husband ended up introducing her to methamphetamine. What was supposed to be a weekend thing changed her life forever. She shared, "I remember looking at all my neighbors, and my husband, and knew it was going to be the end of us." She did it anyway, and the addiction took over. Being in a codependent relationship made things even worse because not only did I have to take care of the relationship, but now I had to foster both of our addictions. At the time, she didn't love herself or have much self-worth. She lost who she was and notes that because of this, "I was willing to bend and do whatever it took in order for this man to love me and not leave me. He was abusive and cheated with both men and women, but she still didn't see that I was worthy of something better." The tide began to change when the Department of Child Services, DCS, got involved. Her husband had made a nasty comment to their sons as they went to school one day and they reported it to their teacher. It was a blessing in disguise. DCS gave her the support she needed to break free from her lifestyle and she started to see she was worth more. She ended the marriage and came to Terra Treatment Center in October 2014. When she arrived, she was terrified because of the poor relationship she'd had with her mother. She assumed that if her mom could do those things, other women would too. At the women's facility, things changed. "When I went there, I started building this foundation with these women because I saw they weren't just surface level," Amber expresses. She had many things in common with the women and began to feel less alone. "We all got vulnerable together, and that's where I really started to see that I could open up and trust women. It started to build my self-esteem because we nurtured each other," she remembers. After she left Terra, she didn't keep up with AA meetings or work the 12 steps. She didn't get a sponsor who would hold her accountable, and still didn't understand that someone else couldn't make her entirely happy. "I started getting lonely and I latched onto a man. The same scenario as before, same type of man, same type of characteristics, and the same behaviors from me." She didn't understand why she was putting so much love into the relationship and not receiving it in return. After 6 months of dating, they moved in together, and 2 months later Amber discovered he was using her drug of choice. She fought with him for about another 4 months about it, but I think in the back of my mind, I had a reservation that I could use if I wanted to. So I stuck around and I ended up picking up with him. She didn't love herself, and before she knew it she was back at square one again. She came back to Terra and that's when things began to shift for good. This time they had me look at things from a different standpoint. What didn't I know about recovery? What didn't I know about myself? It changed things for me, she recalls. This time, she found a sponsor, worked the steps, and started to heal, which she emphasizes is still ongoing. Having this structure in place has allowed her to learn more about who she is. I'm perfectly fine with who I am today. I love myself and I know no one else is going to be able to give me what I need. I have to be able to do that on my own. Why is self-love so important? Self-love has played a huge role in Amber's recovery journey. As she puts it, if we don't love ourselves, and we're not happy with who we are, we're going to continue to look to fulfill that void, whether it be with a drug, alcohol, or another person. It's an emotional topic because it wasn't until she came to Tara that she began to feel love for herself and the other women in the program. In fact, she says, Tara is my home. I would love to stay there and continue on and hopefully one day become a therapist. This place gave me my foundation and a beginning on what it means to really love myself. The importance of self-love was a hard lesson to learn, but one she'll never forget and loves passing on to others. She emphasizes that love has to come from within. You're never going to be able to love someone else properly either. You're always going to continue hurting others because you're not being loved the way you want. You're not being fulfilled. You're the key to your own happiness, and that key is in how you love yourself. Self-love in recovery. People from all walks of life have trouble loving themselves. For individuals in recovery, there are unique challenges most people don't face. From Amber's perspective, being in recovery and working a program kind of gives you a one-up because you're taking yourself apart and looking at yourself internally. Throughout the process, you're working on everything about yourself and working with other people who can point out things about you who can help you improve. 12-step programs are about being self-aware and being less self-centered. They're also about helping others who are struggling to find their way. I can't keep what I have if I don't give it away. My journey to finding who I am, knowing what it's like to love myself, and knowing how good it feels to be connected can help other people. This helps me get out of myself. I'm helping them, but it's helping me, too, she explains. The goal is to live differently and help the next person, which is especially relevant when people first arrive at treatment. Newcomers often don't love themselves. The sentiment is let us love you until you love yourself. That's how it works in recovery. In the Big Book, Bill W. talks about how he came in to see an alcoholic. The guy said he didn't need help or someone to fix him. Bill responded, "I'm not here to help you, I'm here to help me." It makes us feel better about taking that help if we don't feel like there's something behind it, like we're going to owe something. It makes us feel better about putting our guard down and taking the help. Many who attend AA often say that everyone should work the program because it's not about the drugs and alcohol, it's about self. Because of the 12 steps, Amber feels it's almost an advantage to be in recovery and work a program. 4 Great ways to practice self-love. If you're struggling with self-love or simply want some new ideas to try, consider these tips from Amber. Taking time for yourself and taking time to talk your higher power. Take a nap. Journal and create a gratitude list for things you're grateful for each day. Work on positive self-talk using affirmations like, I'm not a bad person. I'm not a bad mom or dad. I'm a sick person getting better. I'm capable of greatness. I'm worthy of love. As you're working on loving yourself, Amber shares that it's important to understand it's not going to look perfect. It's progress, not perfection. We all want to be perfect. When we make a mistake, it's easy to get down on ourselves, but it's okay to not do things 100% correct all the time. When you do make a mistake, as we all do, don't let it define you. As long as you're still breathing, there's still a chance to change it, Amber points out. Instead of seeing the world completely in black and white, or good and bad, it's okay to give yourself some gray area to keep growing as long as you're aware of yourself and know you can do better next time. Throughout your self-love journey, keep your happiness close to your heart. Don't give the key to your happiness to someone else. I kept giving it to someone else and letting them put it in their pocket. They would never take it out and do anything with it, so I realized I need to keep the key close to my heart and nurture it. We want to thank Amber for sharing her story and are so happy she's found self-love and a safe space here at Terra Treatment Center. If you or a loved one needs help, you can call 800-397-9978 or reach out through our website. We will love you until you can love yourself.